The main north-south corridor bisecting Homosassa is US 19, also known in this region as Suncoast Parkway. We made a left turn traveling east on West Grover Cleveland Boulevard to South Sunny Terrace. We turned left on South Sunny Terrace and traveled a little under a half a mile north to a T in the road, West Rosedale Drive. We then made a left on West Rosedale Drive and traveled a very short distance, about 400 feet, to South Junket Drive and made a right. South Junket Drive is a one-lane dirt road that, according to maps, should connect with our destination, 7292 West Stewart Lane. I am advised by the locals that West Stewart Lane did go through to South Junket Drive some 40 years ago.
To be put on.
Uh-huh.
But the back 4 or 5 this way, I wouldn't put nothing on it personally, because during the rainy season it's going to be anywhere from 2 foot to 4 foot of water in it.
So So you'd reckon we're on about the southwest corner of this
right
9-lot property,
the 9-lot
and that's right here,
right here
at your fence line here.
Yes, sir. That lot, the end of them back right here. The other end is one lot from being on the corner.
And you know this place because you've been here for 30 years and better.
Oh, I've been here all my life, 56 years worth.
Good for you.
We used to hunt out here back in the day.
When you were here back then, did those telephone poles have any wires on them?
Yeah. Back 30 years ago they did.
Okay, 30 years ago they had wires, and now that's all grown in.
Yeah, once the trailer burnt down, they come out and took the wire down, basically, because that was the only lot. It took them 10 years after the house burnt down before they took the wire down. They took them down just so they wouldn't
Now,
have to...
you're saying the county doesn't, the county's a little bit afraid to develop it because
they won't push the road
pond?
through. It's like my road out here.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted them to come in and go to my next lot on the other side over there...
Where you got one down this way?
Well, my mother-in-law's got the other whole other side.
Oh, okay.
If we wanted to put a house on our other 2 lots over here, they'll come push it through. But they'll push it all the way through.
Yeah.
Then I'll have every little hot rodder running up and down the street to cut through.
Weather-worn old telephone poles, stripped of their wires, still mark the path along the wooded parcel where West Stewart Lane used to exist. The road itself has been so thoroughly reabsorbed by nature as to be indistinguishable from the surrounding flora. To access what remains extant of West Stewart Lane, we left South Junket Drive and headed east about 1,000 feet on West Rosedale Drive to South Aberdeen Terrace, where we made a right turn and traveled north 1,600 feet to reach West Stewart Lane. West Stewart Lane is a one-lane dirt road that lasts about 600 feet before becoming a dead end. The last house on the road has conspicuous "No Trespassing" signs. It looks to me that you would have the best opportunity to access your land for development at this point. A real estate agent has posted a sign across the street from the northernmost extreme of your parcels. So while Google Maps may indicate that West Stewart Lane connects through to South Junket Drive, it does not. It has been overtaken by nature. While your parcels remain undeveloped, it would seem that the county has no interest in opening the street back up and returning it to as it was 40 years ago. It looks to me, however, like private enterprise could easily do so. There is a depression located centrally within the parcels. This time of year it is dry. I am told by the locals that during parts of the rainy season, and particularly during times of storms or excessive rainfall, the depression fills up as a noteworthy water feature. It would seem that although this inspection took place under current drought conditions, this area is well capable of filling with water, and should you seek to build, you would probably want to bring in sufficient fill to get above that occasional rise in water. All in all, this is a tremendous grouping of property, close to local amenities like Publix, hardware stores, and the like. Some neighbors directly on the periphery have upper-scale homes, but the neighborhood is mostly filled with single and double-wide prefabricated trailer-type homes. Your parcels are heavily wooded and virtually unspoiled by civilization. There is some minor evidence that neighbors have created foot trails into the area, but all in all, scant little of that. It is lush and well vegetated. That concludes this report.